Trigger warning. Oh boy, here we go. Are you ready to be prickled? I love God. I love God. I love God. And what's interesting about this is that a lot of my messages are about taking the personal out. And so you don't hear me often say God and universe or source or those kind of things because I think a lot of it is that my message is about looking at the process underneath it. But when we actually do this, when we understand it, then everything comes online. More things come online. And what comes online? So there's kind of a progression. So a typical progression like I went through is we get mad at the word God because we hear these religious people saying this limited version of God. And so we come up with a new understanding of it. So we start using source and universe and the beloved. And then when you understand that it's in everything. So here's the irony. We become new age and then we say, God is everything. God is in trees. God is in the air. God is in my skin. God is, and so we start saying source instead. And we won't use God because the religious people have got it and they're holding on to it. And so we're going to say, we're going to be distinct. Our God's going to be better. And it's just ironic because if we're saying that God exists in everything, then that means that God exists in every version that we believe God to be. So we all have a version of God. And so we can recapture and bring back the romantic in us as well and love all versions of the definition of God as well, because God is everything. God is in everything, not just the physical nature, but also in the versions of what we believe God to be. So, if you've had a hard time with God, or if you're having a hard time with terms like that, then I just gave you an opportunity to look at that resistance. Just change that version and be okay with other people's versions of God. And when we do this and we understand that, what we are doing is releasing the lack. It is abundant. Now God can be everything. Do you see? Do you see? God is in everything, even the definition of God and everybody's version of God.